administrator. Yes, frontline Hajj administrator. You call him, then you'll be damn right, because he has been on the business before he became the Amir Hajj of Osun State for several years. Now is the Chairman, Chief Executive Officer of the National Hajj Commission of Nigeria, NACON. He is Alhaji Zikrullah Kunle Hassan. Chairman, you are welcome on board the platform, the weekly issues-based current affairs program of 104.5 FM of Osun State Broadcasting Corporation, Voice of the West. Assalamu alaikum. Okay, we are going to re-establish our link with Alhaji Zikrullah Hassan, all the way from Makkah, that is in Saudi Arabia. We are establishing a contact with the Chairman, Chief Executive Officer of the National Hajj Commission of Nigeria, Alhaji Zikrullah Hassan. I say Assalamu alaikum. First, let me congratulate you on the occasion of Hijrah 1445 AH, today being the second day of Muharram 1445. And
thank you very much. I congratulate you to the good people of Osun State and your entire listeners.
And as a matter of fact, we must commend your commission for the success story of ensuring the completion of the airlift of the all registered 95,000 Nigerian pilgrims to Saudi Arabia on Friday, June 23 for Hajj, despite the challenges encountered along the line. What was the magic wand?
I thank you for that question. The first important thing is that we are strategized on the understanding that for every pilgrims who are there to go to the Holy Land, going there if possible. All my members of team were working hand in hand, and because there's unity of purpose and of faith, but most importantly because Allah was supporting our endeavors, we were able to get everybody in, even when the challenges appear very enormous. Still, because of determination and our will that for every person who wishes to go to the Holy Land and who has paid, go to the Holy Land, become a Muslim as far as we are concerned.
Okay, yes. How will you describe the conduct of Nigerian pilgrims during the just concluded Hajj rites in Mecca and Medina?
As you know, there's always in every situation the good, the bad, and the ugly. But I must commend Nigerian pilgrims. I particularly wish to commend the pilgrims of Osun State. There are times when there are differences, when there are some issues, because that's what Hajj was about. Hajj actually not a destination of comfort. It is not a tourist attraction. And in that, we sometimes require some sacrifice. In fact, it requires sacrifice at all times because of worship Allah. But all in all, I would say Nigerian pilgrims have demonstrated humility. They have comported themselves as representatives of the country. And in the end, things have gone out well. Not that it will be very well at all times, but I must say that Nigerian people is so far so good. I'm saying in the sense that there are people sometimes who have to get arrested for carrying narcotics. That didn't happen. There are some who are arrested for using fake dollars. They didn't have such incidentally. There are others accounted for fighting physically. Not that there are no breaches, but I must say all in all, we thank Allah, alhamdulillah, it was a fair deal.
Okay, as the earlier as of today, information reaching us here indicates that no fewer than 104 inbound flights have been recorded by NACON, with about 40,735 pilgrims brought back to Nigeria. Do you want to confirm this, or there has been a kind of improvement?
Well, I'll tell you that you are near correct. The fact is that the last flight and at the last time, which will be at 12:28 our time here, which is 10:20 Nigerian time, we have done 105 flights, which is equal to 41,130 pilgrims.
Okay.
That did not include the total charter flights, which were also facilitating, indicating the total the last that will leave after midnight today, and then the whole number is 7,000. But we didn't include that in our flight update because they are actually the tour operator flights. They are meant to be managed by the tour operators themselves. But we own the percentage. But for our that record I gave you, I'm sure the day is still young. By the end of today, we should have moved near to 43,000.
Okay. How many days? Are we expecting the whole inbound flights to be completed when all the pilgrims?
So our target, we used 28 days for our outbound flight. We intend, inshallah, to use same for our inbound flight. If that is so, with Allah's permission, it means we should be running off by the end of this month, 31st of July or thereabouts.
Okay. Can you say something about some of the identified gray areas? There's no doubting the fact that one should not expect total perfection in everything as far as the conduct, the administration of Hajj is concerned. As far as this year's pilgrimage is concerned,
I will not tell you, not first stages. There are challenges all the time, because sometimes in your process they are in like challenges. The last time, I hope you are with me.
Yes, I'm with you. Yes, the entire Nigerians are listening.
Yes, because first I must tell you that Nigeria is the largest delegations of foreign to the cross Saudi Arabia anywhere in the world. We are number 6 consistently. And our allocation has consistently been 95,000, except of the post-COVID Hajj of last year, which was about 43,000. Otherwise, we have always got 95,000 allocation. But after 2014 Hajj, Nigeria has never been able to meet that allocation. We were either something or 70 or thereabouts. But this year we went with a complete delegation allocation of 95,000. So that the fact that we got the number, the fact that we got the province, the fact that we enlisted all of them in the kingdom of Saudi Arabia, was to us, alhamdulillah, a success story. But that has not made it without its challenges. So Hajj, component of Hajj, the first thing is you have to be in the kingdom of Saudi Arabia. The second and more important is that you have to be at Arafah. That before you get to Arafah, you also have to be at Mina. Now, total management of being at Mina and Arafah, again at Muzdalifah, or the doing of the story at Jamrah, are under the exclusive management of the authority of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. That sovereignty of those areas is not given to anyone at all to interfere or manage. And what does the management, what does the your president in that conclude is that to have a space, of repaired space, to have access to toilet, and then to be fed. They also insisted that they are the ones to also feed. Despite our clamor that no, we can do it better, I said no. These are only to be done by the agencies in Saudi Arabia. This year, they were not able to meet up to the expectation of most pilgrims all over the world, not just Nigeria. So those were grey areas. When it happened, we raised dust, we made complaint, and as I speak with you, we have also made appropriate request, actually demand from the authorities for reforms for of payment made for services rendered in those two areas. It may take a while, but we are positive that some refunds may get back to us. In making that demand, we actually formed a committee to comprise staff of the Hajj Commission, a nominee of the Forum of the State Produce Board, and a nominee of the store operators. We saw them together with some terms of reference, which include that we look at those areas of where services were poorly rendered or not rendered, and then make case for a fund. And this we have done.
Okay. Well, yes, there's always been hues and cries concerning the demand of pilgrims for local food, and the performance of Mutawif in the recent past had been frowned at even by NACON. How are you going to dance around this and ensure that pilgrims will have good services as far as getting local food, especially in Mina, is concerned?
You see, what you are saying, people just don't carry food. But maybe the right one again, local food may be sufficient. You know, the word is silent, or the Chinese will eat rice. It's not the way an Oshima will eat rice. So this is what we have told them. I think very soon we get there as we keep on discussing. And the way to get it is to involve our caterers from Nigeria. Because not that it will not involve some cost, because you need to fly somebody in, you need to get visa, you need to get tickets, you need to be housed somewhere. But for us, we have told them severally that this is the only way out. There is no way somebody who is with Saudi can cook Nigerian food. He may try, but he won't get there. I think what we're able to say Nigerian food now, the Nigerian stew or soup is a variety. The soup that a kind of man will eat and be very happy.
Yeah. You are still on. Hello? Yes, okay. Yes, we are hoping that there will be great improvement in subsequent Hajj. Like the Olympics, this year's Hajj, talking about the 1444, which is equivalent to 2023, come and gone. When will the preparation for next year's Hajj begin?
So I think the preparation will be in a week's time. You know, for us, the Saudi Arabia has actually started the race. They have opened the race. As far as they are concerned, 2024 Hajj has begun. In fact, there for the first time, 2024, they for the first time says this, that any country who finishes first will now have the option of where to choose in Mina, as against our cries and complaints that where we have put this year for 95,000 pilgrims was the exact space. We were put last year for 3,000. They said now, for all those of you who are complaining, you need to get the space and the location you desire. Please finish your operation by adding now. By that you mean get your hotels, get your hotel, process your visa, and then come and choose your location. So that is an indication that if you really want the best of hard experience, then get ready quicker. So, but for us, we want to finish the airlifting when we are sure that every Nigerian pilgrim has gone back to his house. Then we'll begin also immediately in 2024, inshallah, has preparation.
Okay, so many people do complain about spending more than 30 days, in most cases more than 40 days, in undertaking the Hajj operations and exercise, as the case may be. Are you envisaging that in the nearest future we might not likely spend more than 2 weeks or 2.5 weeks in accomplishing Hajj?
I have a very strong doubt about that, and I must tell you some of the reasons. To go to Hajj, you must not forget the fact that the first and primary thing is airlifting. Where you fly to has also a limited space. For purpose of argument, the airport is limited. Not the plane cannot land at the airport at the same time, otherwise there will be crashes. Because at this time, planes are flying to that airport all over the world. Because of this, Saudi Arabia made a policy that for any country who has 50,000 and above pilgrims, they must first sign an agreement that they will use about 30 days to fly in their pilgrim. They must spread it.
Okay.
And in our own case, we don't have 50,000. What we have is 95,000. So it must spread. When you are going back, it must be spread as well for that same number of 30 days.
Oh, so it was not the making of NACON.
No. Indonesia in the same league, Pakistan in the same Bangladesh in the same league. I'm just saying because we are chief players in the world. Ghana came with 4,000 delegation.
Okay.
I hope you understand.
Yes.
Ghana came with 4,000 delegation. So even if they come with a small aircraft of that will carry 400, it is in 10 days they are done. Whether they are sleeping or waking up, they are done. We do just an aircraft of 400 alone. You can imagine how many months we'll have to spend on it. Because we now, one Ghana is taking 400 per day flight. We are taking on the average around 3,000 to 4,000 per day. So that's the difference. But the question you ask is a question that should raise hope. Saudi government are not unaware of the hues and cries of countries with large contingents. They are trying to develop a model, but that model may also, attract its consequence, which again may be overcome later. What do I mean by this? So flying into the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia from time immemorial is through 2 airports. For Hajj, you fly either through Medina or through Jeddah. But now Saudi Arabia are opening up their airports in Taif, Riyadh, for pilgrims to come in. But like I'm telling you, that itself will come with a whole lot of attendant consequence. Taif is not too far from Mecca, but it's a longer journey to Medina, which is where people are supposed to start their
Hajj rights.
Interview. Yes. Yeah, Riyadh is much more distant. I hope you understand. It's
Okay.
like somebody saying the airport in Lagos is too crowded. Can you please take me to Maiduguri airport? Maybe it's coming from England or coming from United or anywhere outside the country. So imagine if you now get to Maiduguri thinking that now I'm going to Oshogbo, no problem. You know his problem has just started. So that is why weighing in the balance, because some international tour people actually live in two tariffs. Well, they are small numbers because they are less to 6 million. Somebody who comes with 50 people or 100 people is different from somebody who's coming with several thousand.
Okay.
So maybe in the future there will be a situation, but that is why you go and look at the form at the prison welfare board that each president sign. What is normally put there is a minimum of 42 days.
Okay.
I find that each president.
Okay.
Idea before the operation is commenced. So it's fully aware of this.
Okay, because of our time, for those that are just joining us, you will be listening to the Chairman, Chief Executive Officer of the National Hajj Commission of Nigeria, Alhaji Zikrullah Kunle Hassan, speaking with us all the way from Makkah in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Yes, with the little time we have left on the program, I want you to speak about the high Hajj fee. A lot of people are complaining that it is becoming unaffordable for many intending pilgrims. What can you say about this? Is there any hope that the fee will be reduced in the nearest future?
My answer to that would be just like this, very simply. Is there any hope that the cost of Coca-Cola could be reduced in the future? Or bags of cement? Or cost of petrol assets? But that of Hajj may not even be as simple as those whom I mentioned. I'm going to tell you what. Hajj, over at least 94% of the cost of Hajj is determined in foreign currency.
Okay.
The hotel, the cost of the Mona and Arafah, the flight, and what we must remember is that this forex exchange rate keeps on going up. As for the real cost, the difference has been little. It is the cost of dollars, the exchanges that has formed the real problem why the cost of Hajj keep on going up. This money are transferred through the central bank. That is why it's even manageable. Because the rate of central bank is still much more better than that of the parallel market. When you want to pay for the hotel, the same hotel you probably get at say maybe $500 7 years ago when the exchange rate was at 170.
Okay.
And it's now around 460 with government. Outside now, I don't know, I'm told almost 800 now. So that is the reason why but like, I hope that with the presidency of Mr. President we are still hopeful if we are able to become an export-oriented economy and then eventually attract foreign currency, and then foreign currency comes down, then I think that we will pray for and have will be cheaper. That has been my biggest prayer.
Okay, now the understanding now is that your commission is now put under the office of the vice president. What is the implication of this for the conduct? Of your operations and what have you? What can you say about this?
the vice president is better than the president. That means we are doing better. I don't know. That's the way I understand. But I think it must be simply for administrative convenience. We have always been under the office of the president. So the secretary of the government, where we used to be, report to the president, and the vice mayor as well also report to the president. Somebody must report on behalf of the president, and for us, working with the vice president has been wonderful. This year, beyond the fact that not everything for public consumption, the intervention in the management of affairs has been very, very palatable. It has made us escape a number of bureaucracy difficulties.
Okay, before we let go of you, what do you say about the stakeholders who must have contributed in one way or the other to the success story of this year's Hajj, even though the outbound flight you say will be concluded by the end of the month?
People are involved in Hajj, because Hajj is not quite a number of stakeholders. They include media people like you. Some were with us, some were not with us. They include medical practitioners who work day and night to save the lives of ill patients. They included the ulama who serve as the spiritual guide. They included security forces who ensure that everything. They included the whole number of people known and some unknown. They included the state, most of whom are extremely wonderful. The people have been very wonderful as usual. I visited Oshun and I saw that the Oshun people have never changed, except that maybe you can say they are changing also for the better. Above all, everybody plays his part. Not everyone will be perfect, but I think all in all, we say alhamdulillah for Allah for making us undergo this, because the important thing, you wanted to go, Allah allow you to go. You wanted to come back home and you are in your house. For me, those are the summary of the essence of this year's Hajj operation.
So, finally, for those intending to be part of the contingent in 2024, what advice do you have for them so that they can realize their lifetime ambition?
What is becoming clearer by the day is that irrespective of the fact that the cost of Hajj is a little bit high, you find that there are more people, more applicants than space available. There are more applicants, and it's not just in Oshun, it's almost everywhere. There are more applicants than space available. So if you have the desire to go and worship Allah, I will advise you, whatever state you belong to that you are listening to this, you had better start in a few weeks' time when the board is finally open to start depositing and send your intentions to Allah directly, that no matter how much the price is, He makes it possible for you to be part of the journey.
But the school of thought believes that the Muslims are wasting the country's foreign reserve by going on holy pilgrimage, that money is too much, that less and less people should be going. What's your reaction to this school of thought?
And luckily school of thought are many. For Muslims, I am talking of the true Muslim. He knows that going to Hajj is an obligation at least once in his lifetime. He knows it is his money. He is a Nigerian. He did not apply for free Hajj slot. And when you want to travel out of the country, the government owes you the duty of a consular services. When people want to pay for their children's school fee, the government owes them the duty, that studying abroad, owes them the duty of helping them to process their fees. This man cannot afford to send his children to the best school in England. He is not an exporter. sorry, importer, he didn't need to do that. He just want to go and worship his creator once in his lifetime. He cannot owe the obligation. He's not asking for free services. So, no, but if people believe in school of thought or such white matter, he cannot be a true understanding, someone who understands the import of going to Hajj. Hajj is not a tourism journey. The man is going to worship Allah. It's a different thing from somebody who likes to go every year, because that is not an obligation. But somebody who wants to go once in a lifetime opportunity. Why would it be prevented? Once in a lifetime opportunity, so if I had money, I now say that I want to buy it at the official rate. He's not asking for a rate less than the official. And no, I don't. Well, like I said, the school of thought are different. For us, our own school of thought is somebody who wants to go once in his lifetime in your state. The government owes him a duty to help him to process his job.
Okay, at this point in time, I'd like to thank the chairman and chief executive officer of the National Hajj Commission of Nigeria, a barrister at law, Alhaji Zikrullah Kunle Hassan, for coming on live on this weekly issues-based current affairs program platform on 104.5 FM, Osun State Broadcasting Corporation, Voice of the West. We thank you very much for your time. I wish you a total success at the end of the day. By the end of the month, we are expecting you back in Nigeria here. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Yes, that was the chairman and chief executive officer of the National Hajj Commission of Nigeria there, speaking all the way from Mecca in Saudi Arabia. He has been able to pretend over the pilgrimage, another round of pilgrimage, when he was appointed for two Hajj exercises, or let's say two Hajj operations. He was not able to lead the Nigerian contingent to Saudi Arabia for the holy pilgrimage, but last year he succeeded in going with no fewer than 43,000 Nigerian pilgrims. But this year, 95,000 Nigerians made it to the Holy Land, and no fewer than 41,130 pilgrims are already back. Yes, we hope by the end of the month, as he promised, the entire contingent will be back in the country. Yes, we just have limited time to spend on the program. I'd like to thank all of us for being a part of this particular. Well, we might want to probably react on one or two issues in the next couple of minutes before we say bye-bye on the program. The line is still very much open. 080-3358-1128 is the number to be a part of the discuss today. Since we started this program, we have been speaking live with Alhaji Zikrullah Kunle Hassan, the chairman and chief executive officer of the National Hajj Commission of Nigeria, all the way from Mecca in Saudi Arabia. For those of us who have interest in making some observations, or let's say some comments, as the case may be, or for those who probably those who are part of the contingent this year, who might want to say Salaam Alaikum, well, we are ready in the next couple of minutes, so we should be able to take your call. Yes, let me just say a big thank you to our brother, who is also one of the top shots as far as NACON is concerned there. By now, he should be a director with National Hajj Commission of Nigeria. Elijah Khalid Shuti, who is from Iwo Oludoba. He really did a lot in ensuring that we had or established a link with the chairman, his chairman, to be able to feature him on today's program. Well, at this point in time, I'd like to thank everybody for being able to contribute from left, right, and center. Those who contributed from the sideline, I thank you so much. So let me say kudos to Titi Ajiboye, yes, for being the bus conductor. She's been doing it the human's way. I appreciate you. The announcer on duty, Damilari Ajao, is on the other side of the divide. I want to thank the executive, let me say the chief executive officer for OSBC, the director general and permanent secretary, Rashid Folawami, for giving us the opportunity to be on this program. The editorial advisor is Biodu Olaliri, not forgetting my producer, and that's Muturayo Ayigbayo. I hope you join me next week on a fresh edition of Platform, the weekly issues-based current affairs program on this channel. I remain yours sincerely, Muideen Adeleke. Continue to be a good Nigerian. Bye for now.
Listening to them, just like water, we are your indispensable companion.
Girl, I have a question to ask you today. Will you marry me even though I met you today? And she said to me, you don't even know my father. Oh, the mommy, you don't know my mother. But you be shy. Can you pay my rent price? It's just $1 million. Easy, Jaja, slow. I just want you to tell you, is it me or this love? No, I'm not ready. I don't even know your father. Put him on your own. I don't know your mother. But that's a fiesta. I'll pay a taxi. Don't even have $1. Easy, Jaja, slow. Easy, Jaja, slow. I'm gonna tell you all I want to see. Easy, Jaja, slow. You take it easy and I'm Jaja. Easy, Jaja, slow.
ṣíṣe àjàǹkú fún ìgbé kìjikìji 105.5.
láti rédíò ọ̀ṣun 104.5 FM Òṣogbo alóríwó ní nàìjíríà ẹja wà nǹkan fìdílé láti jẹ̀gbádùn akọ́tò ètò owó lárinrin.
ó lárinrin bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ó lárinrin.
bàbá tó bẹ̀bí ńlá inú ọlá ńlá bàbá tó fún ni lọ́lá àtọ́lá tó bẹ̀bí ńlá bàbá tó bẹ̀bí ńlá inú ọlá ńlá bàbá tó fún ni lọ́lá àtọ́lá tó bẹ̀bí ńlá. bàbá tó dá mi sáyé ó tún fún mi láyé níbi tí kò ti sáyé láyé ni mo ṣàtìráyé ọba tó dá mi sáyé ó tún fún mi láyé níbi tí kò ti sáyé láyé ni mo ṣàtìráyé.
ó lárinrin lètò tẹ́ ò máa gbọ́ níkànnì yìí pẹ̀lú ọmọ yín apàtẹ èdè mákùtà Sunday ọmọ adéríbigbé MC lẹ́yẹ.
wọ́n ti wù kó dúdú àwọn òsì lọ ẹnu wọ́n ṣe bí dáadáa tó àdéhùn náà ń dá kórókó síbẹ̀síbẹ̀ adélẹ́yìnlé.
Sunday ọmọ adéríbigbé MC lẹ́yẹ o ó yá máa bẹ́ẹ̀ tó bọ̀.